We get it. You're busy, but you don't have to sacrifice flavorful dinners just because you're short on time. Chef Dawn Archer is the owner of Dawn to Dusk Catering, and she's joining us with an easy dinner recipe that is perfect for those busy weeknights. Welcome back to First Coast Living.
Oh, I'm so happy to be back and sharing the nice recipe with everybody.
Yes, we love when you come in. You always feed us delicious food. And so what are we making today?
Oh, today we're
Smells
going
so
to
good
make
already.
a creamy Tuscan chicken with served with pasta.
Creamy Tuscan chicken.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds amazing. How do we start?
First of all, my pan is heating already, so
Okay,
I put some
and you
olive
said like a
oil.
medium-high heat,
Yeah,
right?
medium-high heat, and
Okay.
put a little bit of butter,
Oh.
and then we need to season the chicken.
Oh,
That's
Making
right.
a mess.
Yeah, that's
if
right.
you're not making a mess in the kitchen, you're not doing it right.
Yeah,
right?
chicken
No, I don't know.
actually is a great source of lean protein, so it's a
Yes.
perfect option for the family dinner. And today we are going to do this Tuscan chicken. It's quick and easy, but we don't want to sacrifice nutrition. We don't want to take a lot of shortcuts.
Right.
So we still cook like from scratch. So
Love it.
you buy the fresh chicken breast from the grocery store.
But I feel like when people hear, cooking fresh or from, scratch or whatever, they think, oh gosh, that's going to be so tedious. But it
No,
doesn't
actually,
have to
yeah.
be.
So
you're
can-
putting salt, pepper, and
Yeah,
what is
salt
this
and pepper.
spice?
This is a garlic powder.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of spices
Yes,
here. We can use
and
all
also
these?
we can, yes, we put a little bit paprika if
Okay.
you like the a little bit heat.
Yes.
Yes.
I love
and the-
paprika
the-
on
the-
deviled eggs, right?
and the chicken will taste better. So
Okay.
now we can, when the butter melted, we can take
Listen to that sizzle.
Yes. So I tested this recipe. You can easily finish it in 30 minutes.
Oh,
So it's
hear
really
that,
quick.
guys? Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds great. And it looks like you got kind of that thinner chicken breast, not the super
Yes.
thick, or did you beat it
You
down?
can buy the thinly sliced chicken breast at the grocery store, or if you just buy the regular like family package.
Okay.
But usually those chicken breasts are pretty thick. You can just cut it like a finger.
Oh, that's a little
Yeah.
trick of the trade. You could just cut it in half. I never
Yes.
thought of that. I end up just getting the thick one, and it takes forever to cook.
Yeah. Now I put the seasoned side.
Put the seasoned
Yeah.
side down,
Yeah.
season
Right.
the other side.
Then now
okay.
so we can save some time.
Looks like you got that Himalayan salt. Yes.
That's more healthy and prettier.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Right.
I love the color pink.
Yes.
Okay,
Put
so the
some,
garlic powder, the paprika.
Yeah.
What else do you have on the plate? Are these shallots?
These shallots. So we're going to deglaze the pan later, and the
Oh.
garlic and fresh parsley and the Italian seasoning.
Yum.
Yeah.
Do you notice that you use kind of these seasonings for the majority of your cooking? Are these like staples? Or do you probably explore?
You know, for Italian, because Tuscan chicken is an Italian dish,
Right.
so Italian food is all about garlic, olive oil, fresh ingredients,
Yes.
Tomatoes. So those are really add nice flavor. Yeah. Now let's check. See.
Okay, let's check the other side. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're thinner, they won't have to take as long. So
Right.
that's nice too. She's like, let's turn up the heat. So
See?
how's
It's already-
business been?
Oh, it's great. I've been doing a lot of personal chef service.
Oh,
Because people
awesome.
have celebrate their special days, special
Yeah.
moments. So I cook those intimate dinners for them.
that
That's
sounds
really fun.
lovely.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful that is. And
Yeah,
that did
look
cook up
at this.
quickly.
Right. Yeah, you cut it thinner so it cook really quick.
Yeah. Okay, now let me ask you this, because you do serve it with the pasta. At this point, would you be putting the pasta
Oh
in?
yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, you can just put a pot of water and
Right.
boil it. So you boil the pasta at the same time. So
Okay.
you
Yeah.
you can multitask.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be more efficient that way as well.
Right.
And I noticed you also have a little bit of wine there. So what are you going to be, you said descaling it?
Deglaze.
Deglaze. I'm thinking of cleaning the coffee pot. Descaling it. Okay, so what do you use for that? What kind of wine? Do you have a preference?
Yeah, that's Pinot Grigio.
Pinot
Just
Grigio.
any wine you want to drink. Maybe, yeah, we can just pair this dish with that
Yes.
white wine. Yeah, you can just use that.
And I heard that too, that you should not cook with wine you wouldn't drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just get wine that says cooking wine. You want to use wine that you would drink. At least that's what I've heard. But she agrees. So, oh my gosh, this smells so good. And I think this is something that kids would like too, right? Not too complicated,
Yes.
not too.
Because I cater so many events. Kids always love chicken and pasta. That's their favorite. Yeah. But we can also have a gluten-free option.
Okay.
So like plant-based lentils or chickpea pasta. Actually, they are even better the source of protein.
Yeah, I actually have tried the chickpea pasta. Pro tip, although I'm not a pro.
Right.
You have to stay over it because I notice it bubbles over more when you're boiling the pasta.
Yeah, because it just take half a time of regular pasta to boil.
Okay.
So you have
I
to
noticed I had to keep
an
stirring.
eye on it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now let me check. This is not chicken.
Yeah, because we want to make sure it's 165 degrees, right?
Yeah, but we can cook like 90% because we are going to put in the sauce again.
Okay,
Yeah,
cook it
so
in the
cook
sauce.
a little bit.
So what is the sauce consisting of? Is that heavy whipping cream or?
Yeah, sauce is like sun-dried tomato, shallots, the wine, and those chicken will release a little bit their juice, so we can put it back.
So that's what the deglazing does, right?
Yes,
Helps to remove all the stuff to make it flavorful, I guess.
Okay,
I'm learning,
awesome.
you guys.
So you can put it back to the to that plate, and then we can
plate
make
it up
the
and then
sauce.
You're gonna put the
Yeah.
Woo.
So when you touch the chicken, it's not too soft.
No.
It's like a halfway cooked.
Yes.
Okay, now we make the.
So you're gonna put.
This is a shallot.
The shallots.
I already
that's what these
diced it.
ones are, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, very pretty.
I
So
never
shallot
really
has a milder flavor compared to onion.
Oh, okay.
So it actually has both the onion and the garlic flavor. So the paprika really gave it a nice color, like a golden. Okay.
Yeah, and some people don't like onions because it does have kind of like, some of them can have that harsh taste or
Yeah, every time
almost like a spicy
I
feel.
cut onion, I start to cry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, now we can deglaze the.
And you've got the Pinot Grigio. Does it matter how much you pour?
If you want a thinner sauce, you can put more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just kind of eyeball whatever you
Right,
like.
right. I actually,
can smell the wine,
when I
too.
cook, I don't really have like 2 tablespoons or so. I add everything.
Do you know my aunt is like that too? And I'm like, oh, I want that recipe. She's like, I don't really know how much of each thing I put because with baking you have to be precise, but cooking it's like, she's like, I just put a little here, a little there. I said, well, I guess I'm
and
never
you can
gonna learn.
taste it, and then you adjust the.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that does smell so good.
Now we can put the garlic, put a little bit Italian seasoning, a little bit parsley. Yeah, don't need a lot. We can garnish at the end.
I love learning how to make your own sauces too instead of buying it because I'm pretty my
everything
quality is I will
freshly
just buy a jar
cooked
sauce.
is much better. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
So then
now
you
we can put the.
All right. So what kind is this exactly?
It's just a
Is it
heavy?
Just,
yeah, heavy cream. Yes.
Okay. All of it?
I think that's good.
That's probably good.
Yeah,
okay.
probably that's 1/2 cup.
Okay.
Okay. Then you don't want to cook the cream too much.
Okay.
That's why this dish is so quick. So when the cream started to get a little bit warm, because the pan is already warm,
right?
You can just put the chicken back.
Oh, okay. And that's how you would cook the rest of it, and it'll probably thicken up a little bit too the longer you have it. About how long do you let it sit in there cooking?
Like 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when the sauce started to bubble, it's almost done.
So okay, so do you let it come to a boil, kind of bubble, and then do you lower it and let it simmer, or do you let it boil like for 5 minutes?
Because this is the electric stove, so it has some like residue of the heat.
Yeah.
I just turn it off, so it will still have the heat.
Okay.
And this is the really good pan, so it hold the heat really nice. So now we can grate some of the.
Is that Parmesan?
Yes,
Yum.
that's from the block.
Yes.
You got the wheel.
Yes.
So that's a real
So
good.
you're going to grate some of that, and then you're going to
Yes.
put some of these sun-dried tomatoes in it?
Yes.
Will you cut that up and put them in, or put them in whole like that?
That's why I bought them already like that.
Oh, okay. And then
it's
spinach.
in a package.
Would that be the last thing, the sun-dried tomatoes and the
Yes.
spinach?
I don't want to cook spinach too early because it wilted so much.
Yes.
Others are just disappear.
So do that as the last step?
Right.
Okay, well, we're running low on time, so how can people find you if they are interested in your services?
Oh, just check my website or my Facebook page, dawn2duskcater.com.
Yeah, dawn to dusk. Don't do dusk to dawn because he'll be sleeping at that point.
So now we can put the sun-dried tomato. See, already bubble.
So beautiful.
So we're almost done. Then we just
And
put
then
back
we'll
the
add this.
spinach.
Oh my gosh.
Because-
Thank you so much. This
because
is going to
spinach-
save so much time for people.
The spinach just wilts so quick.
It looks delicious.
Yeah, wilted.
It
Okay.
smells delicious. Thank you so much, Dawn, for joining us today. I can't wait to dig in. And if you'd like to see this interview again, you know you can head to our website, and that's firstcoastliving.net.